You've known each other for many, many years.
Over 40 years, yes.
Yeah.
40 years.
Yeah. Tell us in what capacity that was and what the relationship was between you 40 years ago.
Well, Vic's wife, late wife, and myself were both primary school teachers and taught at the same school. I'd been at the school for several years, and Jo had changed career, and it was her first teaching job. So she came along to the school and we became friends. And then one day she said, oh, Vic and I would like you and your husband to come round to dinner one evening. So that's what happened, and that's how it all started.
And then you became firm friends, so you were
That's right.
foursome, and you went dancing
Yes,
and bowling.
yes.
And the
all
theatre and... yes.
And also part of a bigger group as
Yeah.
well.
And then, over the years, your partners died. And that was that whole relationship gone. It was broken up. You two were friendly. You two could console each other the odd time that, about memories past and that sort of thing.
Yes.
When did companionship, or did you know, or how quickly did you know that companionship was going to become something more than that?
Oh, not for a long time. My wife died in 2006, and then Bob died, and I used to go round to see Babs and just talk. We'd have a cup of coffee and something, and then we went out to the theatre and.
So purely friends. There was
purely
friends.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And in fact, no, nothing was further from our thoughts about it going any further than that. And I guess that I pushed the button first because I asked Babs if she would like to come on holiday with me, having had an experience, like we were talking earlier, of going on a cruise on my own, just to prove I could do it. And it's very lonely in a crowd on your own.
You didn't enjoy it that
So
much on
no,
your own.
and I'd been in the travel industry all my life, so holidays were natural to me. But so I asked Babs if she'd like to come on holiday with me. She thought a while and came back and said yes.
I thought a long while, actually, because I actually phoned up some friends and said, Vic has asked me to go on holiday. I don't know where, but it's probably a weekend away at Bournemouth or something like that.
But Vic's a man of style and
Yeah. Vic had bigger ideas, didn't you, Vic?
It was the Caribbean cruise.
Caribbean.
But it was all above board. You had separate cabins and all that sort of thing.
Oh,
Yes, I
absolutely.
insisted on that.
But did you know that this relationship was becoming closer together? And if you didn't know, you didn't think he brought you in a cruise, and you didn't think it was going to.
No, no, not at all. It was just we'd been friends for so long.
Yeah.
And it was just continuing that friendship.
And actually,
Having been on my own, I now wanted for us to go together and enjoy it together.
And you did, and you had a lovely cruise. And I know we haven't got an awful lot of time, but you did make one proposal, and Babs, you said you weren't ready at that point because obviously your wife had died before Babs's husband.
That's right,
so
yes.
You'd had a bit more time to get used to being on your own.
I realised it was my feelings were getting stronger, and yes, I did ask Babs, and she asked me to give her time.
And you did give her time, and then you went on another cruise.
Yes.
And that was all very successful. And
Yes.
It was a Valentines cruise, and Babs was scared that I was going to ask her again.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And did you decide, I won't ask her because I don't want to pressure her at this point?
That's right, that's right.
So how did the
I'd forgotten what the
proposal
question
happen
was.
eventually, Babs?
Well, it was... Vic had a dog, a greyhound, Molly, and Molly became very ill. And we took her to the vet, and the vet said that she was in her final days. So we went home, and we were both very upset about this. And we were both quite low, really, at that point, weren't we? And we were sitting in the garden room, and I don't know if Vic did get down on one knee or if he fell.
I fell on one knee.
Fell off his chair.
I fell over, and now I'm on my knees. I think,
might as
what
well.
do you do?
Might as well.
So I decided now was the time to ask the question.
And that was...
And why was it different by then, Babs?
Because I had this feeling that if I'd said no again, I would lose Vic's friendship as well, because I knew he very much wanted to cement the relationship. He didn't like how we were. He said, I don't know what to call you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
A girlfriend.
partner,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
He
at
said,
my age,
I don't like that. He said, I want something more permanent.
Yeah.
So
What is it like now being permanent? How would you describe that? The two of you are about to enter into your 80s.
I am
Vic
walking
is
here.
in his 80s.
In December.
What is
There
it,
you are on your
what is
wedding
it-
day,
What is
lovely.
it like now
Oh,
to
yeah.
be together and know that you face the future together?
Oh, it's absolutely great. I mean, we have such a super
A lot of
time
fun.
together. We're always laughing. We go on holidays. We do. Well, we're out and about all
And you
the
still
time.
remember the past? Do you talk about the previous lives that you had?
Occasionally, yes.
Yes, we do. Yes, we mention Bob, my late husband, and Jo, Vic's late wife. They come up in the conversation.
And do you think they'd be happy for you?
Well, I'd like to think so because in the few weeks before she actually died, she actually said to me, I don't mind if you find somebody else after I've gone. And I remember saying to her, I haven't given up on you yet. So, and in any case, I can't imagine any 70-year-old being interested in me. I'm too old. And I can't imagine any 70-year-old that I would fancy.
Yeah. And there you
But
are.
we're still married then.
And Vic has a huge family, so there's
Yes.
children, grandchildren, so
Yes.
that's all part of your family
Yes, and because I've known the children, Vic's children, since
Yeah.
they were children, you see.
Well, please continue to enjoy your
Oh, it's
happiness. And
lovely.
you are a lovely love story.